They told me for years there was no money in podcasting. Well, they were all wrong.
How have you been describing this trip to people like at work or at home, like whatever I'm talking to? I'm just like, picture the Jersey Shore just being implanted in the heart of Miami and bawling out. That's what this trip was like. Because your fucking family, dude, psychopaths in the best way possible.
We're nuts, but the people that I wanted there was was only family, and I consider you as family because I've known you for so long, and Greg and Bald Will, and you. It was just a blessing just to have everyone there and us just partying, in that gorgeous pool. I never seen a pool like that in my life.
No,
never. Remember I was doing, I go, guys, crocodile. Remember I was doing
yeah, dude, the goddamn crocodile. I mean, I guess crocodile is appropriate for Florida, but in the beach, I don't even know what I would call it, but I'd be in the beach, like on all fours, pretty much in the planking position, while the waves come in and out and they just drag you in and out and you just kind of stay in your ground and do what you can do. But you're just like, Will, it's the crocodile. For fuck's sake, Chris. The crocodile? Like, that is just Chris Scali comedy right there.
It just had to be done. It literally just had to be done. But overall, that trip and us just partying like all day and then going into the restaurant, I was trying to explain to people, maybe we could tell our listeners, the steakhouse experience.
Oh my dear Lord. Yeah, I don't even know what first of all, it's called Poppy Steakhouse, which like, oh, Poppy, like the weirdest name for a steakhouse. Like, we pull up. First off, the doors are too heavy to open by yourself. Like, the bouncers have to open the doors.
They do.
And you walk in, you hear like this club music. I'm like, where are we? What are we
personally
doing
thought
here?
It was just going to be a casual steakhouse. Almost, so you go to Wolfgang's and
we've both been to nice steakhouses in New York City, and me in Boston as well. And previously the best steak I ever had, because I don't know if I ever told you this, but the best steak I ever had was at my mom's 50th birthday party. We went to Abe and Louie's in Boston. And we got a limo service. We picked a limo from my house, drove into Boston. They took the whole family there. And the steak I ordered was, I believe it was a filet. It was a filet wrapped in bacon with a scallop in the middle.
That's a surf and turf.
Right? Dead ass, dude. It's like you cut into it and it's just like a scallop or scallop, depending where you're from. Dead smack in the middle. And up to that point, that was the best meal I've ever had. And I do stick to that was the best steak I've ever had, probably up until the Wagyu from just a few days ago.
Ladies and gentlemen and others, but this was a 55-ounce Japanese A5 Wagyu steak, $1,000 that they took out of a suitcase with rave music.
Yeah, the fucking Godfather theme, dude. Like, that was the thing, because like, how this worked was the air siren goes off, right? And like all the servers come over. There's like an air horn. They're screaming and all this. I'm just like, oh, what the hell is going on here? And then you open the steak. Everyone's going, woo! And then for us, I was just like, I heard a siren. I was like, oh, who's next? I hear the Godfather theme, like the Godfather theme. And then I see them coming towards us. I'm like, already? That's us? Shit. All right.
and remember, like, I think I was against it. I was even against getting the steak. Yeah, me and you.
It was me and you. I think, I want to say Greg was too for a hot minute. Because I thought there was 3, but no, it was just me and you. And I think come vote time, I think Greg went for it. But yeah, it was just me and you. And goddamn, Chris, I gotta say, I've never been more happy to be wrong in my life.
We were totally wrong, and let alone our waiter gave it. It's even a crazier experience as well.
Yeah, dude, if you ever need to go to waiter school, like, talk to this guy. This guy was like probably in his mid-50s, just amped up. Like, when we told him we are going to do $1,000 steak, a waiter had to hold him back. He was so excited. A waiter dead ass had to hold him back. He's like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. It was just like... crazy.
And then John going, let's do it again when the steak came out with the freaking cattle prong.
Well, it was his idea because he saw it going on. He's like, how much is $1,000? He's like, we're doing it. And it's just like, no, we wanted to do a few steaks, like a few porterhouses, like something, the big steak, the T-bone, whatever. And it was like, no, 55-ounce Wagyu, $1,000. Like, it's $100 a pop. I'm like, yeah, with everything else. Like,
with everything, yeah. I mean,
the night before at that Italian place, we spent like $117 each for the whole meal.
Which is great.
Right, this was $100 just for this one meal.
But I think the bill was like over $3,000.
The bill was like $3,300, something like that. Something absolutely ridiculous. But you know what, Chris? Johnny Manzel was across the table from us. So
he was, and I asked him how he liked his steak. He said he liked it.
That's good. What do you get? Do you know?
No, I think he probably got, knowing him, he probably got a porterhouse. He's a big guy.
He is a big guy, and he's still. I mean, what's he doing now? He's out of football.
He's out of football. I think he's at the.
Why was he out of football? What actually happens?
He just partied too much, and then he played. He was the number 1 draft pick for the Cleveland Browns, won the Heisman Trophy, and then when he went to Cleveland, he kind of just partied too much, and unfortunately, they kind of kicked him to the curb, and then other teams tried to pick him up, and it just didn't work out. But he was such an unbelievable quarterback, and I remember watching him play at Texas A&M. That's where he went, and he beat number 1 Alabama at Texas A&M, home of the 12th man. And I never seen a guy throwing video game numbers and video game rushing yards and beat Alabama, and the whole stadium just bullhorned the field.